This is a tutorial that I made for you so that you understand how to do the Cell to Singularity game. So I assigned this game for you to do so that you could learn about cell structure and the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Now, in the Canvas link for this assignment, you will see a Word document which includes the website for this game and the questions that I want you to answer as you play. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you. One moment while I get this to work. There we go. Okay, so this is the website, celltosingularity.com. Now, I'm pretty sure that when you launch the game, and then if you stop and come back to it, it saves your progress, as long as you're logged in under your Google account. So you can download this, or you can play in the browser, which is what I'm going to do. So I'll wait for it to start here. Okay, now I'm going to turn off the sound.
Welcome.
Which I'll be able to do in a minute.
This experiment is designed to advance our understanding of evolution. By participating, you help us gather data needed to create more accurate simulations. Do you consent? Thank you.
Okay, now I can turn the music off with the gear icon. So the purpose of this game is to create life. So you are starting with like this ball of kind of like molten lava type stuff, right? Now it says to click here, and you can see that this little shape moved up to the bar, and now it says 1. So what you're doing here is you are clicking and making these entropy, they're not really molecules, but entropy values. Entropy is like just random energy that you can use to create things, okay? Now, entropy is what you will use to purchase everything you need to create life. And to earn more of these, you just click on your touchpad, or if you have a mouse, you click on the mouse, right? So it says use entropy to buy evolution upgrades. So that's what you'll be doing. So you just keep clicking here until you have enough entropy to buy things. Now, as you start building life, you will start gaining more than 1 entropy per click, and you will be able to click faster. So the more complex that life gets on your planet, the more entropy you will earn. So you see this arrow pointing over to what looks like a phylogenetic tree. So you click on this, and this is showing you what you can purchase at this point. Now, this is a valuable screen because when you click on these items, it gives you an explanation. And I will be asking you questions in the Word document that requires you to click on these pictures. So here it says planet Earth provides a mixture of chemicals, an abundance of water, and an atmosphere that is perfect for developing life. Well, you can't start building your planet without actually having a planet. So if you look at the words planet Earth here, it says that it costs 8 entropy. So I'm going to click off that. I tap on this again to buy it. Now I have a planet Earth, but it has no life on it. You have to create life. Now, I spent 8 of my entropies. So I'm going to get rid of this box there. Now, you can get a moon that is 240 entropies, or you can start moving into the primordial soup. Now, primordial soup is basically mostly water and the few chemicals that existed on Earth before life. And then you are going to start creating life within that primordial soup. Now, it costs 13 entropies, and I have 21, but I'm going to click here anyway and get some more. Okay. So I'm going to click on this, gives me the description. It's rich in organic compounds, and those are the conditions for life. Click on it again, and I purchased it. Now you can move your screen around, okay, to see what else you can purchase at this point. So I could purchase an amino acid. So atoms and molecules that bond together and they create the raw materials of life, or a nucleotide. So they're the chemical compounds that build the foundation for DNA and RNA. Now, what I want you to notice here is it says entropy tap gains, +1 per tap. So if you purchase nucleotides, you will start to be able to tap faster and get more entropy in the same amount of time. Now, I don't have 40 entropies, I have 39. So what I'm going to do is this. So now here's where you have to make a choice. Do you think that you want amino acids in your primordial soup first, or do you want nucleotides? Which would be the best to purchase? So I think I'm going to go for amino acids. Click on it again. Building blocks of life. Now, what you are looking at is the primordial soup, right? Here's my amino acid floating around in the primordial soup. Every life you buy earns more background entropy production. Now, you'll see my box here. It says that my amino acid produces 0.05 seconds times 1, just means you can tap faster. It also means, I guess it means I'm gaining entropy as time goes by too. Now, the other thing I want you to notice is there's an arrow to the left. That also tells you things you can buy. So nucleotide, 40 entropies, a whole protein is 300. So you probably don't want to just click to get 300. You probably want to build up to that. So if I get a nucleotide, it increases my ability to gain entropy. I'm going to go back here, or you can buy more amino acids. So let's go over these icons on the right here again. We have the phylogenetic tree, which gives you this image. There you can see there's my protein for 300. Now notice it is coming off of the amino acid. Think about why that is. Okay, I can go to Earth. Now look, Earth has water on it. Okay, and my primordial soup, which my amino acid's in here somewhere, I don't know where. But remember, you can scroll around the screen. There's my amino acid. So I'm going to just tap on this and get some entropy. And then I'm going to buy a nucleotide. Now that I bought a nucleotide, I have the possibility to make DNA and RNA. So what this is showing you is you are starting to collect the building blocks of a cell. So as new parts come up, right, now I can get DNA. I want you to click on it and read the description of what it is. Here's protein, building blocks of living cells made from long chains of amino acids, okay? So you do not have to play this game until you have advanced complex life on Earth. But I do want you to get to a certain point to where you have living organisms. And I will provide the instructions in the Word document so you know how far you have to play. Okay. So that is my tutorial, but if you have any questions, please email me or meet with me so that we can go through them.